remember, kiddies, what I always say, don't look at the welds. No, I don't keep my eyes open and stare at the welds, okay? I close my eyes as I tack. So I set my gun where I need it to be. And wherever I see that, uh-oh, we're sticking again. All right, we're sticking again here. Hang on, gang, hang on. There it is. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, and we're gonna tack weld this up under here to hold that inner structure out. If you have any questions, Ruby's on there also. You can let me know if you have any questions out there. What's going on? Feel free to ask her and she'll repeat it to me because I can't see what questions come through right now as I'm working. We got this brace in here. Now we're going to go over to the other side and put the brace on that side there. Put the roller across. All right. We're going to do the same thing. Brandon, what you're going to do, you couldn't find a clamp, could you? All right, you're going to do is you're going to hold this to the glass. Make sure this glass is up under here. And you're going to hold this to the glass because I'm going to put this brace on the inside here. So I'm going to tell you where you put your fingers. Yeah, you hold with the glass like that, it's perfect right there. Right there, okay? Look, keep it right there. Here we go. Alrighty, there's that other piece there. Alright, we're on the bottom side. There we go. So what we're going to do is we can maneuver this flange with the hammer and down to get it to fit flush with the window right now. So I'm not worried about that. Right now, we've got to work on this. We're going to work on the body surround now. All right, so let me go back over to that side there. And what I'm going to do, everything I'm doing on that side, you're pretty much going to do on this side here. Okay? All right, so we need to move this out of our way. Our support proper here. And we're going to take this. Bring this up under the glass. Oh, we move this clamp. Okay. Take this and put this up under the glass. You might have to put that on the out. There you go. Put it on the outside of this thing. Just make this the bottom of the glass for now. I'm not worried about the angle and all that stuff right now. We want to get this flange in here, like this. So we're going to take this now. See, the nice thing with this, we can cut this and put this vertical after we get this cut, we can cut this apart and angle this down, and then do a filler piece in here. You know what I'm talking about? Right now, I want to get this somehow tacked here, just to hold it in place for now, until we figure all this out. How far away are you from the sail panel here on your side? Like, see where the sail panel piece is? How far away are you there?
About an inch and a half, give or take.
Oh, that much, huh? Okay, so you need to bring it over your way a little bit. Just pull it towards you a little bit. But remember, you're not in the glass. Put the glass all the way to see this flange. This has to be in the glass. This has to be down too. This glass is it's too far out, so we need to bring this whole assembly down. All right, let's take this back out of here. There we go. All right, now. How's your side fitting in the corner here?
That's good, but it looks like we got too much of a frame.
Okay, now I'm almost touching this here, so this whole glass needs to go your way a little bit.
So if I come underneath, just like you, that's where I'm at.
Okay, so right now, are you pretty good now? You can put a finger between there, right?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, so I'm the same on this side here.
I got about an ear off.
Okay,
So
so
I come all the way down to mine. There's where you
your window's gonna go up a little bit on your side there. There you go. Anyways, yeah, this is, all right. Leave it a little bit here. Leave it a little bit. All right, make sure this is in there. Like so. All right, this is really good. Are you touching here now on this side? Right here in this corner? Are you touching your body here?
I'm in the corner.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to get this tack welded here. So this is holding in place here, okay? 'Cause we're gonna maneuver this. I'm gonna keep this flange, but we're gonna cut this loose here, okay? I want to keep the flange in shape of glass. All right, so move it over. Your tack welds right here in the body here. Just hold this over now. We're almost in the same spot we were before. Keep holding that. It's a lot of thought process, you know what I mean, man?
Yeah, there's something up in here.
Yeah. Okay, is there something in here? Touch it. There's Matt. That's what we want. Right there is what we need to get this to touch. If you can. Okay, hold that for 1 second. We're gonna do this. All right, so I'm gonna tackle this. I think this my side's down here. This here is down there. So, oh, you know what? My window's side down. Keep holding yours up. Keep holding yours up. I'm gonna get this guy over here first, okay? Okay, and we put it in here. Yep, we're good there. We're good on top. Okay, keep holding it there. All right, keep holding it, keep holding it. I'm gonna go to that side and bring mine up to your side. Yours right there.
I think the Wi-Fi's slow, babe.
It should ask people if it's filming.
It's just trying to reconnect.
Oh shit. Oh man. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Okay,
There we
it's
go.
back up.
You may have to kind of go back a little bit by the door and then come back in, you know. Oh, you got that wrong?
There's buffalo out there.
So I'm not used to the battery stuff. All right, got it. We just cut this loose and bring this up. Alright, so your corner should have been similar to the square here. Mine actually didn't stand there either. Which is alright, because we can make this whole new quarter out of metal. My goal is to get this situated. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this loose here so we can take this piece and make it vertical for your bed instead of leaving it on an angle. You know what I'm talking about? What we're going to do is we're going to cut this here all the way across, and we can go to about right here and be able to lay this vertical. This piece is going to come down. So this piece is going to come down probably here. You know what I'm talking about? It's going to come down 5 inches from here to here. I'm guessing it's probably about 5 inches. Which that's what I'm thinking is this here. This whole piece here can, the sheetrock can go right into this. That all can get boxed later on. That corner piece there can get trimmed to fit in there. Drop it down a little bit into the groove of this. There you go. See, we can trim the bottom where it goes up against the glass. You know, you see how it's got that bent piece on the back side of that? That can be trimmed to fit into the glass area, you know what I mean? Yeah. So right now, you see how much this opened up back here? Now you have 5 inches in here for a storage compartment. But I think this whole piece here should be vertical instead of being on an angle. Unless you like it on an angle, but I think it should be vertical with the back part of the bed. So what we need to do now is we need to cut some braces and weld them on the flange here to hold this in place because we don't want this moving around. So take a couple pieces of flange here. Marker. Did we select that marker?
Right there.
Thank you.
It's in my boot.
All right, so I'm going to do, Brandon, is I'm going to, right here for now, this is just temporary to hold this. We're going to cut this right here. Just do 2 of them. So we have like 2 pieces out of one. Should stay there. So you got to cut this open here, get the curve back in this. Right now the glass is laying on the flange here, so you can see how we did this now. We angled this back window back about 5 inches from vertical where it used to be. You see how it's flowing? It flows better with the sail panel. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this piece and we're going to do some braces to hold it so it doesn't move around. The glass is sitting on top of this metal. Bring the window off, we're going to cut this loose here. Get this curve in here on both sides. You see his side's going to be tight too. Right now it's sagging down a little bit. No window is because it's sitting on this flange. But I don't want to move this around too much until we get those pieces cut in here. And weld it in there. But if you look on the side over here, come to the side, and you can see how this window slopes with the sail panel. You see the sail panel here, and how that flows with the sail panel back there. That's what we want. It gives more style, you know what I mean? If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Awesome, bro. Thank you. Keep one for your side. All right. Let me get this tag bolted up under here. Don't worry about up at the top. As long as we get down the bottom, I can still weld it on the flange. Like I said, this is just temporary. For now. Get over the other side. All right. That's the edge structure now. All right, so the nice thing is the glass can be raised up. We trim a little this corner on each side there, and the glass will not sit on the metal. We got to rework this corner here, down here. We're not going to do that today. We don't have enough time. So right now, we're trying to get the surround put in place, and we're going to come back and we're going to finish the metal work around this here. But right now, you can see how well that fits in here, just by that little bit of work at reconfiguring things. You know what I mean? All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to cut this loose here, all the way around, and stop right here so we can tilt this down. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this right now.
And it's just better to handle all the top of that ear lip with it.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on a tackle right here to keep this sagging down.
Yeah.
Put it on a tackle. Keep holding that in the wrong. Yeah, if you can hold that, that's really good. It should stay on that side. It's in there pretty good there. Just keep holding that in there, okay?
Hey, Larry, Floyd was asking if we're going to Roundup.
Well, I've had like 30 people ask me already. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it this year. Got too much going on. Unfortunately, we're going to miss it, but we'll be there next year. We will definitely be there next year. Let's take this out and see where we're at. This other structure here. This is not good.
Starting to take on the 70s kind of like Mirage feel. Outside from ground.
Are you happy with the angle of the window?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how the glasses are falling out.
Well,
See, this is what I was trying to accomplish here, man, is we need to get this more vertical. I want to make it more of a cut here, so I got like 2 feet here, and then we're gonna go closer. I want this piece here to be down here. And we're probably gonna have to cut this here out.
Yep.
Then we're gonna have to cut this out of here. We're gonna tackle this piece here like this. It adds some more structure to this, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Let me cut another few inches off each side here. I count this thing out. Not a little bit more. That better. They're sticking. It's problem with these safety glasses. They fog up on the inside because there's not enough breather holes around the surrounding. All right, here we go. Let me trim this out of here. There we go. I need to stand back and look at this, but I think this roller is right there. Look at the tag tree here.
That's not, I'll cut that brace up.
You want to cut the inner structure brace out?
Yeah.
All right, I'll hold the window when you do. There we go. You want to come over to this side and do the same one on this here. Let me tack weld my piece back. I just broke this on this side here. This side, it's tacking here again. This is putting some paint here. There. All right. That little glass will be sitting on that side too. Alright, do me a favor, hold this glass again on this side over here. I'm gonna cut off this little bit of a flange at the bottom of this. This right here, I need to cut this off. I'm just gonna get welded right there. Thank you. All right, now, you see this here? This is not going to be here because we don't need this rest of this. You know what I'm talking about? So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and we're going to cut this around here because your window is going to be here. You know what I'm talking about? So you won't need all this extra stuff. So what I'm going to do is we need to make 2 more braces to brace this under here and go to the body from here up. So right now there's nothing holding this in this corner. Or we can take a piece of flat stock here. I know we had those shorty pieces around here somewhere. They gotta be in the bed. I thought there was some in the bed or in there. Yes, that's perfect. So what we do is, so this doesn't sag down here, I'm gonna tackle this piece right here. Like that. So the question is now, you're lined up with this drilled hole in here. Oh yeah, so you're lined up with the drilled hole in that one too. Yeah, so we're windows like right now where it needs to be, because there's no drilled hole. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld this piece here like this. You're gonna have to do the back side too, really. On this side. You know what? Here, I got you. You got the front, I got it. So I'm sure a lot of people are asking, why are we welding around a piece of glass? Never weld around a piece of glass. But Brandon, how many did you have? 6. You got 6 backups. So this is our mock-up piece. I can already feel weld setting on it. And right here, right here, weld on it.
It sticks right to it.
Oh, it does. And so ever when you weld and you want to save your glass, tape it off really good or take it out. Same with your gauges. Gauges, a lot of modern gauges have plastic, some have glass. Tape them off whether they're plastic or glass. Because weld slag, you can be welding here and it'll embed itself in the glass.
It melts
so
right into it.
Never
Yeah.
weld around glass if you're trying to save it. This is our first mock-up window. This is where I use it to weld around, grind around, weld it, and everything. So we're not worried if it's getting damaged from that. All right, bro, I'm going to use a handy the welder. You're going to go ahead and weld your tab on your side. You can see how I did it, right? Here's your channel off. I'm going to cut this out. See what they did over here? So you got that into place now. All you're gonna do is take and trim this up around. Take that whole piece off of here so you don't do that. That's gonna be flat sheet metal from there on. Rock and roll. Scrap almost. Okay, so there's the initial back window in the surround, with this being vertical. So all this here now, from here down, is going to get sheet metal in as new bed. And what I would do, I would take this and go straight down. I'd overlap this. Maybe come up here, you'd probably get rid of this whole thing and you would do a piece of 16 gauge. Because then I have that structure. But what I would do is I would notch it.
Yep, so embedded.
Right over here, and it would be almost factory style. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can always do that when I come back. So what I want to do here is like when I come back, I want to have this go straight into this.
Yep, it's a tear.
So all you see is the surround for glass. Now our piece here, do you have the other one of that too?
Yeah.
Let's mess with this one on that side really quick. This piece here is a decorative cover piece that covers up that whole sail panel. When before the trim goes on, this is up there. The trim runs right along this, and then the window has a trim that runs around it too, right?
Yes.
Are you gonna run that back in there too?
Yes.
Okay. So what we gotta do is gonna modify this. Obviously we cut 3 inches off the top of it. And now we're gonna put this right up inside here. So what we're gonna have to probably do is we're probably gonna have to trim this back. You see the window how far back it comes compared to this. So that window now is probably about a good 1.5 inches inward in this panel. What we're gonna do, you see how nice it fits up in here, we're just gonna have to trim this because the stainless goes right into this. And down here, we're gonna take a pie cut out of this. And then we're gonna bring this piece back to here. Basically, we're thinning it out is what we're doing. We're gonna thin it out on both sides. So this whole piece you can still use because the trim, it has to go on the edge of this, right?
Yeah, it's got to get a form of the glass.
Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pie cut this. You see how much glass hangs out underneath? There's about 1.5 inches of glass. Okay, so we're gonna pie cut this and bring this all the way up to here. So we're gonna pie cut to where the glass is. We can't do that until we get all this metal work done in here first. And then we're gonna mess with that, because this has to go under obviously, and then caps the glass with the stainless and everything. So yeah, I just wanna see it. And then we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna pie cut this and bring this piece around to this, instead of going straight up, okay? I don't know if you wanna cut that, just to kind of mock it up in here, we can leave it there sitting in there now. And then the nice thing with that is, Brandon, this here can get sheet metal just below this all the way down. You see what I'm talking about? And you can sheet metal this piece right into this all the way around here. And then inside the car, you have a storage compartment behind the seat. And that would make a cover for that. That's hinged on this side. You can lift it up. So you can lift it up and get to it. Your air ride compressor can be in there, you know. Whatever you need to, you know. Yeah, so if you want to cut the top, oh, you did, okay. That was standard, is it sitting in it?
I know.
It's just to get an idea. So if you want to come back here, we kind of get an idea how that's going to look. So anyway, gang, that's pretty much about it. You know, as much as we can work on with having our welder issues yesterday, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. It's the newest car I've ever chopped out of 170 cars, and I'm happy to say it turned out pretty damn bitchin'. So a little bit more fine detailing, tuning, TLC in there. We're at the top, get the dents out of the top.
Show
Well,
profile.
all the angulars there, and that's stuff we can do. Even though the patch panels, all that. Top, if you want to do it on top, make sure your hammer roll it up. We'll get the dents out of that. That piece can go back behind there now. Go back to the middle of this way and go with it. Yeah. come closer, film it a little bit at the top and a little bit at the side. Then we're gonna go pause for a little bit, and then we're gonna do some other feature on this car. We're actually gonna put 59 Chevy, right?
59 Chevy.
59 Chevy wheel wells on the rear.
And 55 tri-5 wheel well lips in the front.
55 wheel wells and the front fenders. We're getting rid of the flares on this. My truck has those. It's a 2010 Dodge. So we're getting the flares off here. We're gonna go with a more stylish teardrop style wheel well. We're gonna work on the passenger side. My goal is to get all 4 cut and tacked in place so he can work on them when I go. Yeah, if you want to, yeah, grab one. So he's gonna show you what one looks like. Let's come on this side because he's got it on this side with the wheels in place. Alright, so let's make sure we get centered in the wheel here. So you can kind of see, drop it down a little bit more so this one's right up. There we go, that's where we need to be. So you can kind of see how that wheel well's going to look on this car. And the cool thing is, look how the shape of the sail panel with the back part of the wheel well is. It's almost like fitting for this car. Even though it's, how many years newer than a 59 Chevy? So 18 years newer. Look how cool that looks on there. And you can always wear the skirts on it if you want to. Cool, the cool ones, you know? Maybe you could too. And he wants to show off his nice wheels under there. You see those fancy wheels under there? What kind of wheels are those?
Those are True Smoke 50s, 14x6 reverse. That was the factory size.
Nice, they're deep dish and everything. All right, so what we're gonna do is, okay. Right now we're done with the top as much as we can do for this weekend. We have a few hours left that we're gonna get these wheel wells cut and tacked in place so he can work them when I'm gone. So we're gonna go live in a little bit when we start messing with these. We're gonna charge the phones up and everything, and then we'll come back. So all you guys, hope you have a great Easter, and come on back in a little bit. We'll get set back up, and we'll be doing that next, okay? Rock and roll, crazy man, crazy. VooDoo out.
Here, I don't know what to push there.